Life is hard. Okay, I'm Amy, if you haven't been here before. I normally do like edited fun videos where I'm like cleaning out my closet, or we go thrifting, or we make outfits. Excuse me. But this one is a little bit different. I am at my mom's house, which is an 8-hour drive, an hour flight away from my house. She's in the hospital, and I thought I would do this video for anybody who is part of the sandwich generation. The generation of us in our 40s, sometimes 50s, mostly 40s, who are looking after our kids who are of school age, like elementary school age, and our parents who are older, as in boomers, as the generations go, or my mother's actually part of the silent generation. She was born in 1943. So yeah, basically gonna do this video for any of us who are experiencing the absolute stress that is trying to take care of your kids and your parents. As of today, I've actually been here 2 weeks as I'm recording this voiceover. We have discovered her heart issue and things are going well, but she has been officially diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And anybody who has dealt with a parent with Alzheimer's is very, very difficult. Spent many a night and day with my mom over the past 2 weeks in the hospital, sitting by her and reminding her multiple times a day why she was there and that she couldn't go home that particular day. While there, I managed to explain to her and get my lawyer to help us with the power of attorney so that I could help her with all the things that she needs help with, and I can control her finances basically, because she's at the point where she can't really do that anymore. Hey, you're on a bit of an angle, but that's okay. So it's the next day from the last time I spoke to you, and I am getting ready to go out to the hospital, but I'm going to take a few stops along the way. My uncle is in this morning, so I don't have to be there early. And yeah, I brought Steve's computer in to get fixed, so I'm going to go pick up that. So I'm going to go to the mall. Then I'm going to the hospital. Honestly, at this point, anything I could do to distract myself was basically what I was doing. Trying to get Mom to eat while in the hospital was very hard because she's very picky, and I ended up getting her things from the cafe. But the hardest part for me was that I missed my kids. My kids were home with their dad. He was working so hard to do all the things, get them to all the places. But the worst part was that Mom just couldn't remember and didn't know why I was sad. So I would leave the hospital just to go back home and hang out with the cats. Oh, look, our wedding picture on the wall. Just got into a routine of going to bed, getting up, and going to the hospital and getting Mom tea. She could never get anything hot enough. Tea, coffee, anything was just never hot enough for her. But I tried my best. Been really trying to take care of myself, make my coffee and have it looking out the window at the trees and trying to take a deep breath before heading into the hospital. It's never easy. The issues with Mom's heart has balanced out. Her heart rate is back to somewhat normal, and her blood pressure is doing better. But the memory issue is the worst part on me. Having to repeat myself a dozen times a day of what's happening and why she's there and why she can't go home. And I still have to go about trying to keep myself together, wishing I could just go home and look after my kids. But I just feel guilty for not being there with them, but then guilty for leaving if mom needs me. I really am kind of stuck. I don't know which way to go. Do I stay and look after my mom? Do I go home and look after my kids? Steve and the kids did come to visit me for the weekend, and I tell you, it was the best thing ever. I know it was hard on them, but I needed it. Well, mom's doing much better, but she can't live alone anymore, which I knew was coming. So today was the first time we were actually talking with the social worker and trying to figure out what to do next. I'm an only child. I don't live in the same city as my mother. She wants to stay in this house, but 24-hour home care is not a thing. It's not possible. This house is too big and potentially dangerous for her. The stairs are steep. Ideally, she should go in a retirement home, and I think she would have a wonderful time if she could get past the idea of it's not her home. And I did convince her that the house isn't going anywhere. We still have the house. We still own the house. Biggest thing is convincing her that it's the best thing. And, there was the option of having her come live with us in Corner Brook. We don't have room, but we'd figure something out. We even looked at a bigger house, getting her to come over and stay with us. But I don't think that's the solution. I don't think any of us would be happy with that. I don't think she would. And I don't think the kids would. It's not right for us right now. And especially if, we'd still have to have home care for her, even there. So if we can find her a place that she's happy with, I really think that's what we need to do. But being an only child, she's lived in this house for 60 years. It's breaking my heart to think that I have to put her in a retirement home. Either way, she's doing much better health-wise. And I really thought she was doing pretty good the past couple of days mentally with her Alzheimer's. I can't say that right, Alzheimer's. But I have left today after getting her coffee and a croissant, and I left, and I wasn't even out of the parking lot before she called me and asked me if I was coming back and if I could bring her coffee. And I had just done it. We're nearing the end of this 2-week saga. I've got a few more days. I have to go home for work and family and everything. And yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a big day of big decisions. And yeah. Update. I just got back in the car at the hospital, and I think we got a place for mom at a place called Kenny's Pond, which is very nice and very expensive. But I think it's the only place that she would be content if she could see the water in a pond. And yeah, anyway, I think we've got her a spot there. I don't know. Anyway, did as much as I can do today, and I have to go home. I have to. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get anything finalized and my uncle can take over moving her in there. I'm so tired. Anyway, it's been a journey. I'm going to end this video here. Still not sure what the end result is, but I think we're finding her a spot where she'll be happy. She's not entirely happy, no, but it's the best thing for her. I'm not entirely happy either, but I have to do what's best for her. And I have to do what's best for me, which is to go home to my family. And if you're going through any part of this right now, if you're going through any part of this right now, my heart is with you, and it is also hurting for you because I know how hard this is. I haven't really cried through this whole thing until today. So I'm hoping that means that it's almost over and that we'll find a spot for her where she'll be content and safe. Anyway, I know this isn't like my normal stuff. I do have some things that I want to film because being at the hospital every day, I did take a break and go to Value Village because it's literally down the road. So I have accumulated a few things to share. I will be sharing a home decor haul as well as a clothing haul. It's not much in clothing because I just dug out and got it out my closet and I really don't want to fill it back up again. But there was a few like spring, summer things that I thought would be nice to add. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and life's hard. All right. Thank you for getting to this point. I appreciate you so much. See you in a more fun video.